Hey, what's going on, all my fellow godlies and Warframe enthusiasts around the world? This is Vance from the Warframe God Build series. And I wanted to talk about a topic that I don't see anybody else covering on YouTube or anywhere for that matter, and that's potential weapon reworks. Warframes have been getting reworked for quite a while now. They started this trend and it's still going hot. So I believe that it's time to kind of introduce weapon reworks, because there's weapons that definitely need attention. For one of the weapons that comes to mind is the Broken Scepter, which is pretty broken in the game, to be honest. I mean, it's very anticlimactic for a quest reward, because essentially with the Second Dream you got the Broken War, which is still in-game viable. It can be built practically any way. Like, I just recently rebuilt it for status and put it on Excalibur, and it still just stacks bodies like crazy. Then you got Orvius, which came with the War Within, and you get some of the components from Kuva Floods, Kuva Siphons, and it's very, that weapon, it definitely needs a buff. And it's also misleading. It says that it takes control of enemies when actually it just holds them still and then it explodes. Plus you have that like really shitty nerf that they push through, the gas and stealth, which is just so shit. And that dude who recommended that the gas and stealth nerf go through, like he's really just like the epitome of plebs in the Warframe community. I'm so disgusted with that dude. But anyway, Orvius, thanks to that nerf, that nerf, the gas plus stealth combination, it does jack shit now. That weapon has been rendered effectively useless because of that nerf. But I digress. It's really not a video ranting about Orvius. Orvius works really well, other than it needing the damage increase like I spoke of earlier. It's primarily the Broken Scepter that I'm concerned about, because it's a quest reward. And it's not a very monumental weapon. Like, aside from, you being able to basically hold out your hand like you're doing the revive animation to draw out some health orbs or energy orbs from corpses, it's kind of just another Orthos Prime. If I'm being really honest, I mean, it's very comparable. It's a pole arm. The aesthetic of it just looks like absolute ass. Like, that looks like a giant butt. I mean, actually, it looks like a huge ass butt plug for a Kuva Guardian. I don't know what's going on with the design of this weapon, but it just looks terrible. So I actually use the Trinity Deluxe skin. I bought the bundle because I liked the way the companion armor looked, like the Kubro armor. That was sexy. That was really freaking sexy. And as an added bonus, I got a skin for the pole arms, and I'm so glad that works on the Broken Scepter, because otherwise I wouldn't want to use it at all. Which is kind of probably the reason why a lot of people don't use it, is because A, the mechanic is terrible, and B, it just looks like absolute shit. So, as far as what's wrong mechanically, the idea is really cool. I do commend them for adding a feature like that to Broken Scepter, where it can essentially desecrate people whenever you run up to them and press X. But the problem is that if you try to utilize this technique in game content, those precious milliseconds that you don't have, you're gonna get slaughtered. Unless you're using an invisible frame or someone using the Narumon lens, it's like you're gonna get punished for doing the whole desecration thing. And the reason why I say desecration so much is because that's what desecration does. It loots. And I think that the restrictions of going up to an enemy and actually pressing a button to activate its ability should be removed. I think that the Broken Scepter should be a full-on desecration weapon. And when I imply that it should be a desecration weapon, let's not get it twisted. I want this weapon to be able to do what Necros' Desecrate can do, or a Pilfering Swarm. I'm not suggesting that it work in conjunction with the Desecrate from Necros. You know, maybe if the Broken Scepter desecrates something, then your Desecrate power can't actually desecrate whatever it desecrated. And if the Necros desecrates, then the Broken Scepter can't do it. So it would be pretty useless on Necros, but that's not that big of a deal, because what this does is it opens up a window of opportunity to make different builds for different frames. For instance, if you put on a health conversion and also an energy conversion with an equilibrium, this weapon becomes totally worth. Think about that for a second. If you're running around and slaughtering people with this weapon, and you manage to desecrate them while you're slaughtering them, then you're getting orbs, and while you're getting orbs, you're triggering the health conversion and the energy conversion regardless, because you have the equilibrium. Not quite sure if you can proc both health and energy conversion with the use of equilibrium. Somebody would have to confirm that in the comments section, but I'm interested to know what you guys think of this idea. Do you think that it would be a good idea to rework the Broken Scepter and allow it to desecrate in a mild range, not as big as Necros' desecrate, obviously, but do you think it's a good idea? Sound off in the comments section. Let me know what you think below, and do as I always encourage you to do: smash that like button if you found this video to be entertaining or insightful. Comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, this has been Vance signing out. Peace.